Hey everybody, and welcome again to Rapid Chats with Angus. Guys, hope you had a fantastic Christmas. For those of you who celebrated, I picked up a couple of kilograms myself over all the trifle and puddings and food, and I've been trying to get back on the horse fitness wise, but yeah, it's a struggle. All the drinks and all the good foods are not really good for for building a body, but yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Anyway, to the important part. Currie Cup in December. What a time to be alive. And the competition is heating up. We are heading into the final two rounds of the competition before the semi-finals. And the top four is by all means not decided as of yet. We got the Bulls on top with 35 points, Western Province on 31. Let me just double check here, guys. The Lions on 29, Sharks on 28, and then even the Cheetahs on 26. Actually, top 5 in the Currie Cup at the moment. This past weekend, we saw Western Province beating Griquas by, I think it was 35 points to 17. And although Western Province deserved to win the match, they were the obvious favorites and they were deserved winners, there was some controversy in the refereeing department. Now, Joey Salman's Cluster is a very good facilitator. I've been to one of his courses at Belleville for refereeing. Didn't get far, by the way. But I have to say he's a very knowledgeable guy. But I think Joey might have forgotten his specs or his contacts, because I think all of us thought that was a forward pass to Dan du Plessis' first try, or the first try he scored, yes. But yeah, I'm not going to say much. You can watch it for yourself. And then there was also forward pass later on in the game by a Griquas player that led to a line break. But luckily, Western Province didn't concede any points because of that. But still, I feel the officiating should be a bit better, especially the TMO, because he's the one that should be getting it right, where things are wrong. But in any case, Western Province won the match and they are second on the log. And then we went to Bloemfontein, where the Cheetahs beat the Sharks by 37 points to 10. Now, I can't think for one that the Sharks, with a kicking arsenal in their side, like Cohen Bosch, go to Bloem and play against a Cheetah side known for their running and not deploy a kicking game against them. Like, there was almost zero kicking game involved from the Sharks, and they paid the price for it from minute one. Two restart errors as well, losing the ball, costing them 14 points. Can also be taken into context, but they should have really played the territory game much better against the Cheetahs. And it's like the Boks, going to play New Zealand away from home and want to run everything at them. You're going to come second and badly. You don't do that. But, as I mentioned, the log, it is now a case of anyone can still claim top spot. The Bulls obviously still the favorites. But if they lose to the Lions this weekend, well, Western Province can overtake them. Then we have a different top four come next weekend before the final round of the competition. And if I look at the fixtures this weekend, I mentioned now the Bulls and the Lions play. And I think I can get it off the top of my head. I think it is the Western Province and the Cheetahs, and then the Sharks and Griquas. Now, Sharks and Griquas is a tricky one for the Sharks, because they can't afford to lose another one. Because then if the Cheetahs beat Western Province, then they can be in the top four and the Sharks missing out, with one round to spare. And that could still change everything. But I think for now, all teams will come out fighting. And if I have to give my predictions on this quickly, I'll say the Sharks will beat the Griquas by 12. I'll say the Cheetahs... No, I can't go against my own team. I'll say Western Province by 5. And the Bulls and Lions, I'm going to go with my gut here and say the Lions by 7. Mainly because I feel the Lions had some momentum, heading into this round before it had to be postponed. And yeah, I feel that, the Lions have really been upping the tempo when they've been doing very well defensively, So I can't see the Bulls beating them, but I can't see them, not having that momentum on their side going forward in the competition, because after they beat Western Province, they were literally doing this on an upwards curve. But in any case, I didn't want to make a long video, and for good reason. It's festive season, you don't want to see my face all day. But I do want to thank you guys for tuning in and supporting my YouTube channel. It wasn't part of the plan to initially to start a channel, but some of my good friends have been pestering me to do it. Yeah, Mishka and Deneen, you know who you are, amongst others. And I thought to myself, you know what? Instead of typing a bunch of nonsense on Facebook after each match, just do a video. Why not? So I feel I can express myself a little better on a video. So yeah, I did it, and I didn't think I'll even interview a player this year, one for that matter, and then I've got to interview quite a few. I actually started with the coach and John Dobson, for you guys who can remember it, in the Ravens meet. And that wasn't planned at all. I actually bumped into him at the coffee stand when we both went to get coffee. And I asked him if I can do an interview for my channel. He said, yeah, sure, because Dob was a cool guy. And I just want to say special thanks, to the following players that has, been on my show and took their time yet again. Just want to say thanks. Ryan Oosthuizen, buddy, thanks a lot. You were the first player on my show. And yeah, very good friend as well. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Teram Tembo of the Sharks, Yuri van Vieren, thanks, buddy. Dimitri Katerkillers, Ryan Kenkowski, my friend Mohamed Sali, Ruben Love of New Zealand. You might see him next year in Super Rugby Aotearoa for the Hurricanes on the wing or at fullback. And almost said Fijian, but he is half Fijian. The Samoan flyer, Sailosi Taki Bao. Guys, thanks a lot, for being on my show. And to everyone who watched this show or watched this channel, guys, thanks so much. Like, I couldn't have 132 subscribers. I know in YouTube terms it's not a lot, but to me it is a lot, because I've been working to get this channel up and running, and I do it for the love of the game. I do it because I love it. I do it because I love the sport, and I do it because I love talking about the sport. So it's an honor and privilege for me to be talking to you guys each week, and it's just like get my views out there, so you can actually see where I come from, and I can listen to where you guys come from. We can learn from each other. But from my side, again, I hope you had a very good Christmas. Thank you so much for your support, and a happy new year. We hope 2021 is better, and we hope the British and Irish Lions visit our shores. Things are looking a bit gloom in that regarding the vaccines and the time I might enter SA shores, but yeah, let's see what happens. Miracles can happen sooner than later. We can only hope for a better future. 2020 is behind us. It's a write-off. We're going to start afresh in 2021. So guys, thanks a lot for tuning in, and all the best for the New Year's. Cheers.